My name is Anna. I am 28 years old. I never imagined falling in love in this way. It all began as a joke. A silly prank from my friend Maya. She always said I needed to meet someone new. One evening, she grabbed my phone, laughed, and sent a voice message to a stranger in an old group chat we had both long forgotten. "Hello, mystery man," she said into the phone. "My friend Anna is single and bored." I was embarrassed. I told her to delete it. She just laughed. "Maybe he'll reply," she said. I didn't expect him to. I forgot about it. But the next day, a message appeared. "Hi, Anna. I'm Peter." His voice was warm. Somehow, it made me smile. I didn't know what to say. I listened to the message twice. I didn't reply for a day. Unsure, I asked Maya if I should. She said yes. So I replied. I kept it short. "Hi, sorry for the weird message." My friend was joking, but hello. That was it. Yet Peter replied again with a voice note. He said he liked my voice. He said he didn't mind the joke and asked how my day was. That's how it began. We exchanged short messages, voice notes, and texts every day. At first, nothing serious, just silly conversations. How the weather was, what we ate, songs we liked. He loved old jazz. I preferred soft piano music. He once sent me a song called Autumn Leaves. I listened to it at night while brushing my hair and smiled without knowing why. Peter was kind, funny, gentle. I found myself looking at my phone more, hoping to see his name. I didn't know him, not really, but talking to him felt effortless. Weeks turned into months. Our messages became longer, deeper. He told me about his job at a small bookshop in another city. He loved old books. He told me about one favorite story, two people writing letters across a war. It had made him cry. He asked if I liked books too. I said yes, though I mostly read stories online. He laughed and called me Modern Anna. I liked that. After 3 months, he asked, "Can I call you?" We had never spoken live before, only messages. I froze. "Yes," I said. My heart raced. When I picked up, his voice was clearer, warmer. "Hey, hi," I whispered. We laughed. We spoke for 3 hours a night about everything and nothing. It felt like we had known each other for years. From that moment, we called every night. One evening, Peter said, "I think I'm falling for you." My chest filled. "Me too," I said. And it was true. We had never met, yet we knew each other's hearts. Our words became our bridge, stronger than any distance. Finally, after 5 months, we agreed to meet in a small town between our cities. I was nervous. What if the real person didn't match his voice? But when I saw him at the station, all fear vanished. He held a small flower. "For you," he said. "You're real," I whispered. "So are you," he smiled. We spent 2 days walking, talking, sitting in cafes. We didn't kiss, we didn't touch, but it felt more intimate than anything I had known. It felt like home. When it was time to leave, I cried on the train. He texted the entire way, "Don't cry, I'm still with you." And he was. Until he wasn't. One day, his messages stopped. Hours turned to days. 5 days later, a single text. "I'm sorry, Anna. I need to go away for a while. Please don't wait for me." I couldn't breathe. Weeks passed, then months. I kept his voice notes, listened sometimes. I missed him terribly. Then one day, a real letter arrived. Not a message, not an email, a paper letter. No name, just my address. "Anna, I never stopped loving you, but I had to disappear," it began. It was Peter. He explained he had been sick, too afraid to tell me. He wrote about his fear, his treatment, and how much he thought of me. He was getting better. He wanted to see me again. I held the letter to my chest. All that mattered was that he was alive and still loved me. That night, I wrote back, "Come back when you can. I'm still here." Days later, a soft knock. I ran to the door. There he was, thinner, paler, but still him. We embraced without words, just breath. He stayed 3 days and we talked, laughed, and sometimes cried. He wasn't fully well, but he was here. He left letters for me, a diary full of words, poems, and memories, each starting with Dear Anna. His sister later told me he had passed, but he had left me everything: his heart, his words, his love. I carried it forward. I wrote our story, shared our love, not in sadness, but in memory and gratitude. Every day, his presence lives in my thoughts, my words, my heart. Love doesn't always end with a kiss or a wedding. Sometimes it ends with letters, with a voice that lives in your heart, with a story two hearts shared and kept forever. Even if he's gone, he's still part of me. And I am better for having loved him.